This channel started with 686 subscribers and today has like 268,000, if I'm remembering correctly off the top here. What? I would love to share the process of what this past year has been like. The good stuff, the bad stuff, how it happened in general, and then end with the question everybody's wondering, which is, how much money are you making off of us, you slimy YouTuber, you? So the first video I uploaded looked something like this. I was sitting in here with my feet up because I was super stressed and this kind of chills me out. And I proclaimed to 686 people that I was beginning my YouTube channel. It was the hardest video to date that I have shot, edited, and uploaded because of what it meant. There's just something about like saying the thing that you've always wanted to do publicly. And you know, it took a lot. I probably did 7 takes over like 5 days, and I would do a take and then I'd watch it back and I'd be like, and I go on a walk and I think of like something new that like wasn't really that new, and I'd come back and I put a new shirt and I try again. Eventually I finished it, and you can watch that video now, and it's so interesting like seeing myself just like nervous and excited, and it's cool to see what has happened since then because I started uploading long form videos that I thought were the best thing YouTube has ever seen. And you know, they were good, but they weren't the best and probably got a few hundred views. And that was definitely one of my first huge learning lessons, was what it feels like to put in 60 hours into something where the only return is like 75 views. That exchange is a very challenging thing coming from like a normal job where 60 hours means you receive an equivalent like money exchange, like you're paid per hour and here's your money for that 60 hours. So it's that was weird. That was like a weird thing in the beginning. But within a few months, I uploaded this video, which is my most viewed video to date, coming in at 39,539,198 views, which is still a number I can't really comprehend. That video alone has brought in 137,000 subscribers. I don't know if any of those people are going to watch this video, which is a whole bizarre thing about YouTube right now. But they got me a play button, which I'm looking at right now on the wall. So I really appreciate you. My wife recently said how funny it is that like the definition of insanity is like doing the same thing over and over with expecting different results or something. And it's funny because I think when you're starting anything, you feel insane for a reason because you keep doing this over and over and over, expecting something different to happen. And in the beginning, like it doesn't. And so that was like another interesting piece that I feel like I learned quickly, is like feeling insane is normal. And eventually it does fade because in those moments of fine tuning, stuff was changed and different results started happening. And so I started uploading more long form videos. And to date, I guess it was probably a few months after the Tesla video, I uploaded this video, which is now my most viewed long form video, coming in at 136,862 views. I mean, so crazy. I think Preston of a year ago would like hear those numbers and just poop his pants. He'd be so excited because I think that proves like it's working, you know? Let's fast forward. Okay, let's fast forward to January, February of this year. It's probably to date like my biggest swing on YouTube. I tried to get Ant-Man to give me an ant tattoo. Paul Rudd, what a guy. And I got to Paul, sweet Paul, got to him. If you haven't seen the video, please watch it. It'll give a lot more context to what I'm about to say. But there was just nothing on paper that should have gotten me in front of Paul Rudd. And to go through all of this and then to get to this moment where I see him walking toward me, and in my head thinking like, dude, if you've ever had to like perform and turn it on, this is the moment. And then we do this interview for like a minute and a half, and it went so well. And then to meet up with Daniel afterward, I've never felt a high like that feeling of it. It really felt like just operating against all odds and it working, and definitely huge highlight of my year on YouTube. If I were to tell Preston of a year ago that happened, oh my God, I think he would be like really proud, you know? And that makes me feel proud of myself. So those are like some good things. The Paul Rudd bit, hitting 100,000 subscribers before my 30th birthday was a goal that I mentioned in my first video. That's something I wanted to do. And it happened. That was such a crazy feeling for me because I think when I set the goal, I don't know if I necessarily believed that I could hit that. It was more of like, oh, I think this is what YouTubers do. I think if I'm going to be a YouTuber, I probably need to like set some subscriber goal. But like that feels kind of crazy and stupid. And I don't think like actually thinking about it now, I don't know if I believed that I was going to hit it. So when I hit it, that was, it was like something unlocked in my brain. This, like my eyes were open to the fact that you can like set unrealistic goals. And if you hit them, it's going to give you a belief in the impossible that you didn't have before. And when I got that play button, something unlocked in my head and I felt that come alive in me. And it felt good. It felt just the belief in the impossible. Literally, I'm looking up here now because on the wall, I printed out this little sign that says anything is possible. And that has just been a huge takeaway from this year because I think when I uploaded that first video, I just don't know if I believe that. And now I definitely do. And that is like a crazy kind of like nugget that has come out of this year. Recently, I've also just had some hard stuff come through. Like after the Ant-Man video, I shot this great video and it was almost done. And then the hard drive crashed, which is fine. I think it's part of the game. I haven't really experienced that before. It's a kind of a crazy feeling. And that's currently in surgery in San Francisco from some people that want to hopefully resurrect it, but it's feeling a little uncertain. So that has been like a blow, just because of the time, I guess. It's like you just put so much time into something and money, and then it's not backed up anywhere else, and there's a chance that it may be bye-bye, which is fine. I've gone through all the levels of grief, as you can probably see now. But that was hard. And then Daniel and I shot another video where four of my cameras were damaged and broken. Like one got, it was Daniel's. It's at the bottom of the ocean, somewhere in the Pacific right now. And then 3 others were damaged because of water and now are broken. And I crashed my drone too. It's just a lot of money, you know? And that's just a strange part about this game because you're just going to get punched in the face sometimes. And I think that is something I've learned this year on YouTube is like how to get punched in the face and get back up. I've realized that I can get punched in the face and like stand back up and like keep going. I don't know if I knew that before because I love what I'm doing, and the creative fulfillment I feel, just overall like life fulfillment I'm feeling at this time in my life, even though like money's so tight, that's an understatement. It's like tight. And like hard stuff's happening and I'm not really uploading as many videos as I'd like. Even amidst all of that, I am the most fulfilled I think like I've ever been in my life because of this beautiful paradox of like struggle and hardship and refinement that comes through that. And it's just like made life so rich. And I'm just so thankful to like be able to do this, and thankful that anyone's watching, and so thankful for Katie like believing in me. And it's just a privilege of a lifetime to get to do something you love, and that is what I've been able to do. And it's so much fun. I'm having so much fun, even though it is chaotic and scary, and it feels like I'm in Vegas constantly, putting my life savings on black and spinning the roulette table. I love it, and it's so awesome. And I'm thankful for everyone that's been here. And you're just peeking into my little diary right here, and I just hope this is like a timestamp, honestly, for me to go back and remember May 22nd, 2023, where this is, I had 268,000 subscribers and wasn't really making a full-time salary out of this yet, but like had belief and excitement and fulfillment coming from all of it. And that's just cool, man. So if you're someone out there that like is at this point in the video that also just has dreams that you just kind of sit on and don't do anything about, I would just really encourage you to try, because that's all this was. I think it was just me trying. And it's just, we just don't know how many days we have left here. And I say that because we don't. And I think it's a beautiful, exciting truth to operate out of. And I think it makes you live differently and love differently and try things, like this. So I would encourage you to try, and there could be something really great and fruitful on the other side. So yeah, all right. I think that's the end. It's time for me to tell you how much this slimy YouTuber has made from this channel. Let me itch my nose and look at my notes. $7,198. Okay, bye.